Are you ready? Okay. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and here's some of the shit going on in the world that you should probably know about. In Morocco, torrential rains caused major flooding of roads and homes, killing at least 18 people, with 4 more missing. Typhoon Yagi has caused flooding and landslides in Vietnam, killing at least 49 people, and more than 20 are missing. In the United States, Joseph Couch is suspected of opening fire on Interstate 75 at random people in Kentucky. He struck 9 cars and seriously injured 5 people, and they still haven't caught him yet. And Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, made a speech saying that he plans to increase the military's nuclear weapons capabilities exponentially, specifically mentioning the United States as the country's biggest threat. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and oh my god, Olympic runner from Uganda, Rebecca Cheptegei, was killed by her ex-boyfriend last Thursday. He fucking set her on fire. I didn't report this at first because most of the reports included language like allegedly and suspect, but eyewitnesses say that Rebecca ran screaming from her home, already aflame, and her ex came out and doused her in gasoline. During the act, he caught fire himself and died in the hospital yesterday. Rachel Gunn, aka Ray Gunn, the famously bad Australian breakdancing competitor from this year's Olympics in Paris, has now been ranked the #1 breakdancing competitor in the world by the World Dance Sport Federation. Over 9,000 homes and businesses have been evacuated in Southern California due to a wildfire that has burned over 30,000 acres, and at the time of this recording has only been 14% contained. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, flooding caused by a dam overflowing in Borno state has killed at least 49 people, displaced thousands, allowed inmates to escape, killed 80% of the animals in a zoo, and freed the zoo's alligators and snakes into flooded populated areas. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and here's some of the shit going on in the world that you should probably know about. In Australia, pro-Palestinian protesters have had a few clashes with police outside the International Land Defense exhibition. Melbourne police have arrested over 20 demonstrators, and the event is planned to go on for another day. In Sudan, at least 31 people were killed and over 100 were wounded when the Rapid Support Forces shelled the city of Sennar. And I'm sorry that I have to keep using this graphic, but there's not a lot of video footage of this stuff. Israel struck a school being used as shelter for refugees in Nuseirat, killing 18 people, including 3 Red Cross members. Israel, of course, says that they were targeting a Hamas compound. And in the United States, over 290,000 people have been left without power across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama after Category 2 Hurricane Francine beat the shit out of them as it passed through. Oh, and if you live in Kentucky, that random highway shooter still hasn't been caught yet. Follow me if you give a shit. Welcome to a fucking special report. I'm your host, Kellerman, and today I just want to say thank you. We did it. Happy anniversary to the fucking news. It's been exactly 1 year today since I uploaded the first episode of the fucking news, and we've been growing ever since. So thank you to everyone who likes, shares, participates in the comment section, gives a shit. The growth of this account has been astonishing, and it's been completely organic. I've never paid for advertising or followers. I've never asked anybody for money, and I've been told that there are some fake accounts out there impersonating me and asking people for money, so just know that I will never DM you asking for money. If you want to support the channel, there are numerous ways to do that. You can go buy a mug or a t-shirt in the merch store, or some of my coffee, perhaps, or you could subscribe to the Substack. That gives you a bunch of extra content. But you don't really have to do any of that. I really do just appreciate you watching, and here's to another year, or 2, or I don't know how long.